to Satsang. So, I thought I'd talk about generosity today, or sometimes the lack of it. Basically there's a selfishness in human beings which is a part of our survival mechanism. It allows us to survive, but in that we stay pretty much in lower consciousness, and as a result suffer the consequences of lower consciousness. In becoming generous, in giving for no reason, we step above the animal, we step above the basic instincts for survival. And the more giving we become, the more open we become. And the more open we become, the more hearty we become, and the more beautiful. And so, becoming a giver is the way to having a beautiful life. And remaining a taker or being a taker is the way to having a miserable life. It's the givers of this world that find the joy in living, and it's the takers in life that find most of the misery. It's just how it is. The other side of becoming a giver is the karmic aspect. That's being a giver is great karma and brings great merit. Being a taker doesn't bring any merit whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it probably brings negative merit. So there's that side of giving as well. But you look around this world and there's so much suffering, really. There's so much sadness, despair. Some of us live in wealthy countries where we don't see much of it. All you've got to do is go to a third world country and you see so much of it. And you realise how lucky we actually are living here in the West, where there's so much opulence, so much opportunity, so little poverty in relationship to other countries. And we can actually make our environment better. We can become better people by becoming givers. So I watched Dakini down the beach. She just picks up all the rubbish as she walks along. Other people have thrown. This is her giving to the people, giving to the beach, giving to the environment. It's her way, one of her ways of giving. As the people who throw the rubbish on the beach are basically, they're being abusive and they're taking. It's okay, but it's not a very nice way to live, really. It's more beautiful to pick the rubbish up and put it in the bin. When we say hello to someone, we can say it from a place of meanness, we can say it from a place of not caring, or we can say it from a place of caring. And in that caring there's a nourishment to the other. And this is another form of giving, and this is just saying hello to someone. So, examining yourself, how do you say hello to people? Is there a nourishing of them in the hello, or is there nothing? What do you give? Or are you too frightened to even say hello? So there's no chance of giving. How do you live your life? As I was saying, we live in such an opulent environment here, so wealthy. Yet so many people are miserable because they are takers. Because they're selfish. They just think of themselves. The joyous ones are the ones who give. They're the ones who find heart and the beauty. And they've created that for themselves. It's not something someone gave them. We all create our own reality by the way we think and we act in the world. And givers create a beautiful life for themselves and a beautiful life for others. And takers create misery for themselves and, generally speaking, misery for others. It's up to you. If nothing else, become a giver. Leave the ways of the taker behind, which really are the ways of childhood. Because true men and true women are givers, not takers. They take care of, not use up. So once again, it's up to you. No one can make you become a giver. No one can change you, only you. You have to see the point, and you have to make the change inside yourself. Thank you for Satsang.